Tonight, the St. Louis County Council will reconsider a plan to freeze some people's property taxes. It comes at a time when the county is facing budget problems. 5 on Your Side's political editor, Mark Maxwell, is live in Clayton with new details about the proposal. Mark?
Mike, it's deja vu all over again. The last time this senior property tax freeze came up, it failed over concerns it might grant unnecessary relief to millionaires. So this new plan sets a property value cap to prevent that from happening as a new plan to raise everyone's property taxes starts to emerge.
The St. Louis County Council has a math problem on its hands.
We've had a mismatch between revenues and spending going back 15 years.
Facing a $25 million budget hole, the county's budget director says time is running out to fix it before something breaks.
We've got about 2 to 3 years of operations until something has to change. Either we've got to identify additional revenue.
In a 90-minute presentation, Paul Kreidler laid out tax hikes and cuts that still leave a big deficit.
And the county executive's budget recommends the elimination of the ShotSpotter.
In short, stuff is just more expensive these days.
When we're buying goods, if the costs are higher, then that's going to increase our costs.
And homeowners could wind up footing the bill.
You know, property taxes, everybody hates them. I don't know of anybody that likes property taxes. They're kind of a necessary evil.
We caught up with one taxpayer from St. Anne who said he'd support the plan to freeze property tax hikes on most seniors.
I would definitely be in favor of that.
Why?
I mean, I know a lot of seniors that are stuck on fixed income. They're retired. They only make so much. And with all the inflation that's going on, it's getting hard enough for them to live as it is.
Out of 350,000 homes across St. Louis County, the county assessor's office says nearly 9 in 10 are worth less than $550,000 and would qualify for that tax freeze if the homeowner is 67 or over. But for everyone else,
just affording housing at this moment is very hard for anybody, really. A lot of people are moving back in with their parents because of how hard everything is.
The pressure of inflation weighs on their personal budget, too.
It is already hard for everyone out here. I know so many people that are struggling to keep up with the rising prices of everything, gas, rent, everything.
That's the cruel compounding effect of inflation you're hearing her describe. You might say heads, the government wins, tails, you lose. At first, when things get more expensive, government takes in more in those sales taxes, and then when that sales tax sugar high wears off, the government has to start paying more to buy those very same goods, and they have to look somewhere to balance all of that. By the way, just if you're doing the math at home, the proposed property tax hike that would apply to everyone, County Executive Sam Page's office says that would cost about $22 more a year on average. They're considering that tax freeze for seniors still tonight. Live in Clayton, Mark Maxwell, 5 on Your Side.